going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan.
Well, what is going on, guys? Luke here today, and we need to talk about the absolutely just ridiculous crazy market. I'm sure you guys have all heard about the GameStop situation going on and BlackBerry and every other stock that's involved in this. It's essentially Wall Street bets versus the short sellers in a death match to the end. And then Elon weighed in coming off the top rope on the short sellers. It's literally like professional wrestling out there with guys coming out of nowhere to help out, crazy price swings, and just absolutely insane things going on. And there are stocks all over the place basically going crazy on absolutely nothing. And I haven't even checked Hertz, but I bet you it's up too. So what do you do when it's complete madness out there? Well, never fear, because my shades will be coming out to cut through all the noise. And I'll also tell you exactly how to play the madness to make some big money without putting yourself or your portfolio at risk. And yes, when this is all said and done, you will be sitting pretty if you take advantage of this instead of getting all caught up in the hype. And all I ask for in return is that you ever so gently caress that like button until it turns blue, and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, the Shades announcement alone should get an early thumbs up from everyone who's been at this channel for a while. So how do you deal with this madness? You guys know me, so you know I'm going to say you have to have a plan. So I'll give you my 4-point plan to get through this madness without putting your portfolio at risk over the long term. And that's actually the key right there. It is simply managing risk. And you can copy off my paper if you want. You know, for entertainment purposes only, of course. And speaking of the number 4, don't forget your 4 free stocks with Webull when you deposit $100. So the first point in my plan is simply this. Under no circumstance can you allow yourself to get caught up in the hype to the point where you completely ditch your plan that you had before all this madness started. Do not get caught up in the hype. Now yes, you can absolutely play the hype, and we will talk about how to do it properly here in just a few minutes. But do not cash out all your Apple or your Amazon or your Google stock or your Tesla stock to chase the latest Wall Street's bet. Or cash those out and pour that money into a penny stock because they are the next Tesla and they're just going to the moon. We are at mania levels right now, and you are trading an A+ stock for a C stock at best. And if we're all being honest here, it's probably really a D or an F stock. When this all corrects, and it will because it always corrects, A+ stocks will sell through, whereas money disappears quickly in the D and the F range. Like, seriously guys, it's quicker than it was made quick. Heck, there's even talk that if the SEC just suspends trading for 10 days on GameStop, which is actively being discussed right now, all the options from those 10 days become worthless. Think about the impact on the stock that happens to for just a minute. And there will be absolutely nothing you can do but ride the falling elevator down. Which leads me to my second point, be prepared to do some discount shopping when this all settles. The reality is, despite all this craziness, even stocks like Apple I can see running up massively over the next month and becoming extremely overvalued for that time. Apple was already kind of on the frothy side before all this craziness, and another month of crazy run-ups is just too much for that stock. It will correct back down. But instead of a 50% or a 70% correction or more like we will see in some of those speculative plays, you're only going to get a 10 to 20% correction most likely. And in typical Wall Street fashion, it will probably overcorrect. Which of course just means some discount shopping when that happens. Sure, I may lose some money in the short term, but I'm long this stock, so I really don't care. These prices will most likely look cheap a year or two from now. The same thing goes for Tesla, Microsoft, and any others that get caught up in this craziness. And this kind of dovetails perfectly into the third part of my plan. Even though I just said wait for the dust to settle to add more shares on a discount, you still need to continue to look for opportunities to add stocks that may be on a discount or just having a normal dip even during this mania time. Not every stock is going to get caught up in this mania, So you do not want to just wait for the dust to settle before you start looking for those type stocks. As a matter of fact, even though this is absolutely dominating the news right now, it is only affecting a very small portion of the market. But with everyone being distracted over here by the latest story of somebody turning $50,000 into $22 million, which is absolutely insane, your chance to identify and get in on great stocks that are discounted before everyone else has increased because of this huge distraction. Now yes, I agree, overall deals are much harder to come by today, but they are out there and you need to be on the lookout for them right now and not wait for the madness to stop. Remember, madness can last for months and sometimes even longer than that. But I know that executing this plan will pay off over the long run. There is just no doubt in my mind about that. But let's get serious and talk about making some money right now. And that brings us to the fourth point in my plan, which is to make money on the mania itself. Most investors have a portion of their portfolio dedicated to more speculative plays. That's just a fact, and most investors have a portion of their portfolio allocated for just that. But I'm constantly getting asked, should I sell this A+ stock to buy whatever the hot speculative stock of the day is? My answer is always no. That is absolutely not how fortunes are built. But you can absolutely play the crazy times like these without risking your long-term wealth by simply allocating a portion of your portfolio, let's say no more than 3 to 5%, into those kinds of plays. So if you lose it and it goes completely to zero, it hurts, but it's not devastating to your portfolio. And if you win, well, it's a nice boost to your portfolio and you can use that money to increase your position in A+ stocks or solid growth stocks. So how am I trading this specifically? Well, I will be taking advantage of the craziness just for fun and to study as well because this really is fascinating. And my preferred way of trading this will be to do what I like to do with any speculative play that I make. I basically take profits when I can cover my position comfortably and then I let the rest just ride. That means I basically recoup my initial investment and I'm just playing with house money. My portfolio is never in jeopardy, I'm still buying great stocks on a discount when they come up, and I'm hopefully making a nice chunk of money with the mania that is currently going on right now. But I want to emphasize this again. I will not be getting caught up in the hype and making poor investing decisions like cashing out on great stocks to buy into this craziness. Nor will I be ignoring deals when they come in favor of speculative plays that are the next Tesla or whatever the case is. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun with it all, as well as making some money. But understand that this will end, and when it does, it's going to end badly for a lot of people. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one.